Welcome back to the Dino at Any% speedrun guide. In this part we will cover two missions at once. One of them is Find the Embers and the second one will be Higher Education. Those two missions are extremely short, they're just a couple of minutes long and most of them will be just running back and forth. So there aren't any particular skips or tricks or whatever, so it's pretty simple, straightforward mission. All we have to do is just to follow the route and that's it. So basically, before I start, there's two possible routes you can take. One is slightly faster if you are fast with your menuing skills. If you are not feeling comfortable with quickly switching to the quarantine zones, you might be better sticking with a safer route, which is roughly like, I don't know, 3 to 4 seconds slower, but it's simple and fairly easy to follow. So we left after entering the old town from the sewers. After pressing space, I will start at skippable cutscene, which means another black screen movement part. However, if you are going for a safe strat, which I will show you first, you won't have to do any movement at all. You just select Fremont's restaurant quarantine zone and save warp immediately. So let's start from this strat. I am pressing spacebar, hold spacebar to skip the cutscene, then select Fremont's restaurant. After I'm selected it, quit out immediately. Over here we cannot do any black screen movement. We are pretty much stuck in a small room, so just press continue. Not a small room, we just have a little room to move around. So what you can do here, you want to get up on this tower. How you can do it quickly, there's basically two grapples you can do. One is, I personally find it slightly easier, however sometimes you may bonk on this pipe and start standing on it or even fall down. However, it's extremely rare, so what you can do is to jump, and during the jump grapple this lamppost. Like this. Usually you should skip animation, and even though we bonked this pipe, we ended up just fine. Second jump you can do is if you grapple like this on the edge from this side, not on here. If you grapple from here, you'll always get animation. However, if you grapple slightly over here, not that far here because you also get animation, but somewhere around this point, and turn left, you also skip animation. So pick whatever you like most, grapple this part, grapple this thing. If you fall down over here, it's fine. Don't waste your time trying to grapple on the top. Even though it's doable, it's not necessary. Also pay attention to your grappling hook charge count, because if you are fast, you will be kinda tight on grappling hooks because you need to hook once, twice, third time, so you'll be at your first charge here. And if you are way too fast, you might screw yourself up because you won't be able to grapple top of the tower, and you won't be able to re-grapple. So make sure you have at least 2 charges left. Then jump, grapple wall, cancel, grapple point higher, cancel, fall near this door. After I start interacting with this door, it will launch another skippable cutscene, which will put us inside this room, somewhere like this. So during the black screen we want to jump, turn left and climb back up. Like this. So we started here, I jumped, turned. The same trick I showed you in the general movement guide. So if you turn first, then jump, you might end up having an animation. I cannot replicate it right now because, well, game decides to throw me. But most of the time, you end up having an animation here turn, if you turn and then jump instead of jump and then turn. Well, I guess I cannot replicate this right now, so screw it. Then jump on this zip line, not this one, right one, and ride your way down. Jump early, use grappling hook to move slightly faster, jump over these roofs, then grapple this window, walk around, grapple university, kick open the door, and it will start the it will trigger this guy to turn to you and say, who are you, what do you want? It takes some time, so if you're a lucky owner of plastic piece, just relax. You can't do anything about it. If you don't have the plastic, you can use those couple of seconds to go into this door, which is blurred right now, but I will shortly do it because I don't have a plastic. I want to visit Quartermaster once again, and luckily for us, there is Spike waiting for us in this room. However, during our first meeting here in Old Town, he'll launch a skippable dialogue, so after opening the door, make sure to keep mashing spacebar to skip the dialogue.
Jade, t'es là?
Check what he has. He doesn't have a plastic, which is a shame. What we also can do, try shopping for plastic, because at this point I'm desperate finding it. I'm getting close to the end of the game and I still don't have a plastic. I'm unlucky, so that can happen. It's extremely unlikely to happen, but sometimes you can get as unlucky as me. So speak with Fidan, skip his dialogue. Don't speak with him twice. It was an old strat. Don't use it. It's outdated. It's slow strat. Speak with him once. Jump on this laptop and jump here to skip some climbing, because otherwise you'll have to do something like this, which is slower. Walk outside so you can use your grappling hook, grapple this umbrella, but be sure to cancel it slightly earlier. Do not. And interrupt dialogue with Troy by speaking with this guy, which luckily for us also gives us a useful quest called Fountain. However, as soon as we spoke to this guy, quit out immediately. So this basically was the safe route. At this point, second route also the same. You have to climb the tower once again, so I'll show it right now, and then I'll refresh my save file to start again from this quest, and I will show you the second way how we can get to the tower, get to the university, and get back to the tower. So once again, at Freeman's restaurant we cannot move anywhere, so press spacebar to continue. Use your grappling hook to get up. Grapple your way in. If you missed grappling hook like this, it's fine, you still can go from here, or you can even try grappling from here, so it's completely fine if you missed. From here, there is basically you are staying in front of decision. If you are going for extremely safe strat, but the slowest one, in future sections there would be three ways how we can do a skip. Well, basically one way is skipping the skip altogether, just going casually, and two of those will be death warps. So now we can try speaking with the guy which is just behind this poster, so I was inside. Speaking with this guy will give you fan zone quest, which can be used once in a speedrun to do a death warp during the black screen, which is extremely easy to do. It's a it's a no-brainer. It's extremely easy. There's basically no way you can screw it up. There is, however, sometimes you may be unlucky. So what will happen? You will try to die during the loading screen, which means you will do a black screen movement from here over here. You will fall down and basically you will fall to your death. But if you're unlucky, you may fall on the shoulders of zombie, which will keep you alive. So this is the only way the skip won't work. However, I do believe you can walk backwards and die at this part, which will do the same. So basically, there's a couple of ways on how to do this death warp. Anyway, it's slowest way, and you lose time by speaking with this guy. So the optimal way of going is to grapple here, grapple here. Basically, just do the same thing again. Fall near this door and open it. If you want to do a safe strat, speak with this guy. He'll give you a friend zone quest. Then climb up and interact with this door. So depending on what you've done, currently I have an active checkpoint indicator which screws me over because I cannot use it as a visual cue because I spoke to the friend zone guy. So I just have to rely on my inner timings, I don't know, inner clock. I want to open this door. It will start skippable cutscene, which I will skip, and after this cutscene I want to quit out immediately. So I tried to listen for footsteps. I heard one footstep which told me that cutscene might have ended at this point because I cannot use my checkpoint indicator as a visual cue. If you skipped speaking with a friend zone guy, you'll see a checkpoint indicator, which is a nice and easy indicator on when to save warp. Press continue. You don't have to move at all here. We just did the save warp because the game requires us to move away from tower to give us another quest. We can hear this dialogue from Savi, which means we save warp at the right time, because if I did it way too early, I won't hear the dialogue and I will have to climb all the way up again. Slightly before, in the middle, like you just can hear for one line and that's it. Open quest log and look for Wake with Spider quest. Start tracking it and save warp. If you open too early, you won't have Lego Spider quest, so just quit menu and open it again, you will see it. Save warp to Lego Spider. So that will be it for those two quests, Find the Embers and Fire Education. However, there is another route which you can follow, so I will show it right now. This route requires you to be slightly faster with your menuing, because this is the main time loss source in this route. However, it's slightly faster than running casually like I did before. So let's pretend we just get past the sewers and we are at the sewers exit. So we interact with the door. And now we will try to do a parking lot strat, which means we will discover the parking lot quarantine zone and we will use it as a save warp location for skipping part of our walking from the tower to the university. So in this part we will require some black screen movement stuff. So start holding A during the loading screen, but still we have a cutscene to skip, so press spacebar and hold spacebar to skip cutscene.
Docteur Camden, vous me recevez? Ici Crane. Camden, vous me recevez?
Well, this is something that can happen, so be sure to be quick to react. Usually I get stuck in this corner, however, this time I've screwed something up, so be careful with this vaccine movement. So, usually, if you manage to get stuck here, just try to react as quickly as possible, jump around, grapple this roof, drink speed potions if necessary, grapple here, grapple this roof. Then I would try to grapple this lamppost, and I would try to pay attention to the checkpoint indicator. Or if you for some reason missed it or checkpoint is lying to you, as soon as you reach this lamppost, quit out. Without changing the quest. Just keep tracking main quest and quit out. Like this. So by doing so, we've discovered the parking lot quarantine zone. However, for some reason, game, if we are checking main quest now, game decides to teleport us to Freeman's restaurant anyway, which is works just fine for us. This is what we want to do anyway. Unless you're unlucky like me, and sometimes this can happen as well. Well, usually if I am fast enough, I am reliably teleporting to the Freeman's restaurant. However, if you are unlucky, like I just did, try save warping once again. Second time it will work definitely. I don't know why this save warp is scuffed sometimes. So grapple your way to the tower. However, now, instead of trying to do some waxing stuff, as soon as you skip the cutscene, select the parking lot quarantine zone and quit out. There is nothing you can do regarding black screen movement, so just press space to continue and try to look left as soon as you start seeing. Look left, look up. You want to grapple this roof, however, if you use grappling hook like this, we will have a climbing animation, so I will try to cancel it mid-air and grapple window above, so I can skip the climbing animation this way, just like this. And grapple this roof, and here we go, university. Once again, this guy will start his turnaround. I don't have a plastic yet, I will try my luck once again. No luck, unfortunately. I think this is the same row, to be honest. Yeah, this is the same row, so I won't bother checking the shop. As soon as before, get outside, grapple with umbrella, speak with this guy. However, select Freeman's restaurant now. Because we are checking parking lot, we can't save warp immediately. So because of those two menuing sessions, you have to be quick with your menuing. Otherwise, you'll waste all the time save from the parking lot save warp. This part is all the same. Just grapple your way to the top. Sometimes game decides to throw you like this. Well, luckily for me, I still ended up here. I could have get stuck below, which would suck for me, but well, at least here I get lucky. I will take the friend zone quest just for the guide purposes. However, if you decide to go for the fastest strat, just go straight forward here. As soon as you hear step sounds or something like this, quit out. Or if you skipped taking fun zone, pay attention to your checkpoint indicator. And we should hear now Savi with his Lego Spider quest. So track Lego Spider and quit out. That was it for 2 missions at once. Find the Embers and higher education. So in the next part we'll cover the public phase quest, which is pretty much short quests as well. However, there is also a lot of out-on-bound stuff. So unlike the Severus quest, those out-of-bounds clips are not run killing. Luckily for us, there is not that much of checkpoints magic. So yeah, that's it basically. Just practice the route and that's it. Clipping is fairly simple in the next sections, so it shouldn't be a problem for you. As for this part, that was it. I showed you the two routes, how you can do it. One is faster, one is slightly slower. The consequences of taking the friend zone quest I will show you later. It will be after couple of next. It will be, I think, after the public phase, then after the museum. So you'll see why do we take friend zone quest only after two parts in the broadcast quest. So yeah, that's it for now, and I'll see you in the next video.